Auto Scheduler. This video is targeted towards schedulers as well as administrators who may be doing some scheduling within the eSchedule software. The Auto Scheduler is a great tool if you have a lot of part-time or per diem staff or maybe volunteers that are submitting availability in advance of a scheduling period. So let's say you have the following month, you're going to do some scheduling. Maybe you have all part-time staff or volunteers, or maybe you have full-time staff that are on their normal schedules, but you still have some openings that need to get filled by others, whether that's again part-time staff or volunteers. You can have those members submit availability. That's the key. They have to submit availability, and then you as a scheduler can use the auto scheduler feature to save some time and have eSchedule propose who should be potentially scheduled for any given shift. So the way that it works is it uses seniority as well as the least number of hours scheduled. So in theory, your most senior person, the person that's been with your organization the longest, by using the what we call start date field in the member profile, and the least number of hours. So that person that's the most senior for any given shift within a week or whatever period you're scheduling will be proposed to get that shift, and then it moves through the different algorithms that the software uses to propose shifts. If you have questions about the algorithm or the logic, or if you have something specific that your organization does, please reach out to us and we can work with you on that. So in this example here, I have a number of open shifts for the month, or the week rather, of May 10th through May 16th. A lot of open shifts. In fact, they're all open in this example. Once again, your members do need to submit availability. The auto scheduler will not be able to pull who's available if there's no data in the software for it to look at. So make sure that all the members' availability is in. At that point, you can go use either the availability report or the availability view on the weekly spreadsheet view to see who is available. Make sure that you have those in. As a reminder, we do also have the availability submission report, which is just a simple summary of when they submitted. So if I go back to May here, it's going to show us who submitted and the date and timestamp. So we do have a separate video regarding availability. Feel free to check that out. Now back to AutoScheduler. The screen is available under the Schedule menu. If it's not there and you're interested in that, please let us know. This is not a feature that we turn on by default. So once again, our support team would have to turn that on, and then you'd be able to use the AutoScheduler feature. So we'll walk you through the different fields here. You can schedule for as long as you want. We generally recommend doing a week at a time. You could do an entire month if you wanted to do that, or whatever your scheduling period might be. Obviously, the longer of a date span that you put in here, the longer it's going to take to give you some results, and obviously you'll be doing more at once. So it might make more sense to do shorter periods of time on a week-by-week basis. The maximum numbers of hours per week. So I'm only in this example going to schedule my part-time staff. I don't want anybody to have more than 35 hours, or maybe it's 30 hours. Whatever you want to do there, you can set that. Minimum number of hours per shift that you want any member to have, and if you want them to fill partial shifts or not. So let's say you have a 12-hour shift, but you have a member, and there's just one member available, but they're only available for 6 of those 12 hours. If you turn this on, it's going to attempt to put that person in that 6-hour slot of the original 12. So whether or not you want anyone to go into a partial shift is up to you. You can choose different member types. So again, if you want to just do your part-time, or maybe you want to start with your volunteers and then do your part-time. The different views on the schedule that you might have set up, this will look different for your account, as will the positions that you might have on your schedule, and whether or not you have any prime shifts set up as well. So choose the criteria that you want, go ahead and hit go. It may take a little bit, again, depending on the date range, so let it do its thing, and then you'll get something that looks very similar to this. So what this is going to do is give you a list of open shifts by date. So you'll notice we're starting here with May 10th, and we're going down through the week down to May 16th. The shifts for which the auto scheduler found someone as a match shows here. So on May 11th, the system is proposing that Darwin is scheduled for that shift, and you can see it defaults to turning on all these people here. Now, if you had multiple people that matched, it's going to show you both names for this shift. So there would be 2 rows here for May 11th at 0730, but it would only check one box, and that's who it's proposing should get the shift based on that algorithm that we talked about. So from here, you can go ahead and check or uncheck the boxes as you see fit. Down at the bottom, go ahead and hit confirm shifts. At this point, the people that are checked will get put on the schedule automatically. So the good news is you can run the auto scheduler process as many times as you want. changing the criteria if you need to do that. No one's going to get put onto the schedule until you hit this confirm shift button down here at the bottom of the screen. I believe that is it for availability. If there's any questions on that, or I'm sorry, not availability, for auto scheduler, if you have any questions on how this works or you need help, please reach out to our support team. Thanks for watching.